Why lottery winners go broke in 5 years. Imagine waking up tomorrow with $100 million in your bank account. No work, no struggle, no limits. Just pure, instant, life-changing wealth. Sounds like a dream, right? Now imagine being completely broke just 5 years later. It sounds impossible, but it happens to nearly 1/3 of all lottery winners. And the real story is darker than you think. The first thing that happens when someone wins the lottery isn't celebration. It's shock. The brain literally cannot process a change that big, that fast. Psychologists call it sudden wealth syndrome. And it follows a pattern that's almost impossible to escape. Stage 1. The honeymoon. You pay off your debts. You buy the car, the house, the vacation you always dreamed of. You give money to family and friends. It feels incredible. You feel generous. You feel powerful. Stage 2. The requests begin. Distant relatives you haven't spoken to in 20 years suddenly find your phone number. Old classmates message you on social media. Strangers send letters begging for help. Everyone has a business idea they want you to invest in. Everyone has a sob story. And saying no feels impossible. Stage 3. Isolation and paranoia. You start to wonder who your real friends are. You question every relationship, every smile, every compliment. You pull away from people. But loneliness makes you vulnerable to the wrong people. Stage 4. The spending spiral. Without the structure of work, without a purpose, money becomes the only source of dopamine. You buy bigger things, riskier investments. You lend money that never comes back. You get involved in business ventures you don't understand. Advisors take advantage. Family members feel entitled. Stage 5. The bottom. The money runs out faster than it came. But here's the cruelest part. The person who hits rock bottom after winning the lottery is often worse off than before they won. They've lost their old life, their old friends, their old sense of identity. And they're left with nothing but the memory of what they once had. So why does this happen to so many lottery winners? And more importantly, why does it also happen to people who earn their wealth? The answer is something psychologists call financial identity. Your brain has a deeply ingrained sense of how much money you deserve, how much you're comfortable having. It's shaped by your childhood, your parents, your social class. When your wealth suddenly exceeds that internal limit, your subconscious mind finds ways to get rid of the excess. You make bad investments. You give too much away. You spend recklessly, not because you're stupid, but because your brain is trying to return to the financial identity it knows. Studies have shown that over 70% of lottery winners eventually file for bankruptcy. Let that sink in. 70%. The very thing they thought would solve all their problems created problems they never could have imagined. But here's the twist. There are winners who don't go broke. A small percentage who keep their wealth and even grow it. What do they do differently? First, they wait. Most successful winners don't touch the money for at least 6 months. They let the shock wear off before making any decisions. Second, they build a team. Not just any team. A fiduciary financial advisor who is legally required to act in their best interest. A tax professional. A lawyer. They set up trusts and structures that protect them from the endless requests. Fourth, and most importantly, they find a new purpose. They don't try to live a life of endless leisure. They find something meaningful to do. A business. A charity. A creative project. Something that gives them a reason to wake up in the morning. The real tragedy of lottery winners isn't that they lose their money. It's that they never learned how to have a healthy relationship with wealth in the first place. Money doesn't change who you are. It reveals who you already were. If you were bad with $1,000, you'll be worse with 100 million. The money doesn't fix the mindset. It amplifies it. So before you dream about winning the lottery, ask yourself a harder question. Do I have the financial identity to handle wealth if it came to me tomorrow? Because the scariest thing about sudden wealth isn't losing the money. It's discovering that you were the problem all along.